Beautiful Tuesday morning. All the technology seems to be working. That's a great thing. Lisa, good morning. Welcome. And good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Good morning. Michael. Happy Tuesday. Janice. Janice, good morning. Peggy. Hi, Peggy. Good morning. Welcome. Forte, good morning, Forte. Thank you for joining us. 619 area code down in the San Diego area. Good morning, welcome. Halea, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Natalie, good morning, Natalie. Welcome. All right, let's see here. Let's get this one where I want it. And let's see here. It'll take me just a second to get all the technology where I want to get it here. Let me get my proper notes up. And there we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, let me get the screen share up so we can get the proper notes. There we go. All right, everything is working. If you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself, great job for being here this morning. Type into the chat. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. And why is it a great day? Because we say so. The day is however we create the day to be. So we're continuing on our deep dive into Think and Grow Rich and the Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill. We're up to principle number 15, maintenance of sound health. Did you know that Napoleon Hill, author of Think and Grow Rich, spoke about health? When I first discovered that after studying his work for many, I don't know, well over a decade, I was like, I had no idea he was talking about health as part of the conversation. And it was when I discovered that, it was a time in my life when health was not in the forefront of my mind. It was a time in my life where I wasn't being intentional with my health. So how many of you right now would recognize that for next year, 2023, right around the corner, that it would be smart to be more intentional with your health? And if that's you, just type the word yes in the chat. If you go, you know what, that makes sense, Eric, for me to be more intentional with my health. And that could include regular doctor visits. Are you due for a physical? Are you due to have to see the dentist? Do you need to get any blood work done or get your cholesterol levels checked and anything along those lines? Are you being intentional with what you're eating, what you're drinking? Is there anything that you should be eating less of? Is there any types of foods you should be eating more of? Is there anything around alcohol use or prescription drugs or recreational drugs that you should decrease or eliminate? And what's great is we're about to get a new year. It's the ultimate clean slate. January 1. And you can make some decisions today about what's going to be different in your health. You know, the day that I made a decision, and I don't remember exactly what day it was many years ago, but the essence of the decision was I went from health is not a priority, health is a priority. And so that's like a core thought in the subconscious mind. And we have these different core thoughts that run our lives. We have these different core thoughts that drive our behavior. Like the day that I decided my wife is the most important relationship in my life. There was a day that I made that decision. And then from making that decision, it shifts future action. So if my core thought is health is not a priority, then the action is going to follow that core thought. If my core thought is health is a priority, then my action is going to follow that core thought. What's upstream from action is thought. So the action to take care of our health, the action to exercise, the action to eat more or eat less of certain foods, the action to get to bed at a certain time, the action to take our supplements if that's what you're doing, the action to go to the dentist or see the doctor. All right. What's upstream from action is thought. So if you're due to see the dentist and you haven't seen the dentist when you're supposed to, there's a thought that's causing you to not see the dentist. So if we take a look at those thoughts, that's the whole, if you really boil down to what is Hill trying to teach us? He's teaching us that your mind is what's driving everything and you're in control of your mind. So if you're not getting the health results you want or taking the health actions that you want to take, what I would suggest, according to Hill's work and according to my experience, is you're having thoughts that are preventing you from taking that action. Like, I know I need to go to the gym, but I never go. Or I know what I need to do, but I can't get myself to do it. That's a very common thought that comes up in coaching. Eric, I know what I need to do, but I can't get myself to do it. You want to know what the problem is? The thought. I know what I need to do, but I can't get myself to do it. Because what action, think about this logically. If I say to myself as a core thought, I know what I need to do, but I can't get myself to do it, what action is going to follow that? I'm not going to follow through because I programmed the GPS in my mind. I know what I need to do, but I can't get myself to do it. Or I program my mind, health is not a priority. Or I program my mind, I'm going to use alcohol as a coping mechanism because I'm feeling stressed. And what I would say is, instead of using alcohol as a coping mechanism to feel stress, feel the stress, because that pressure is what's going to cause you to change. The things that you're dissatisfied with now, 5 years from now, will be different because you'll create that change. If you're numbing dissatisfaction, I would suggest you take a look at that. I don't ever want to numb my dissatisfaction. I want to feel that sucky feeling of dissatisfaction. I want to feel it. Why do I want to feel it? Because that's what's going to create the change. If I numb it, I'm robbing myself of my motivation. I was talking to a client recently who's in a tight spot financially right now, and they're feeling a lot of financial pressure. And I said, there's a silver lining. The silver lining is the motivation that you get. Being under financial pressure is not all bad, because that could be the fire that you need under your butt to get you going, to get your motor going. So I'm talking to the client, and he's, in this struggling financial place. And I said, what are you learning? And he's like, I'm learning that I need to follow what you're telling me better. Well, at least he's getting it, right? That's a good realization. Do what my coach is telling me to do when it comes to making more money. If you're numbing yourself as a coping mechanism, and you hear what I'm telling you, and you hear that there's a benefit to the anxiety that you feel, the benefit is the motivation. I don't know if I would ever take anxiety meds, because if you look at where's the anxiety coming from? What if the anxiety is coming from financial pressure? the solution is not to take anxiety meds. The solution is to make more money. I feel anxiety sometimes. Doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with my head. It's called life shows up, and that's anxiety would be a proper response based on what I'm experiencing. All right, I'm getting kind of on a rant today. All right, let's read from Hill here. Principle 15, maintenance of sound health. Follow work with play, mental effort with physical, eating with fasting, seriousness with humor. You will be on the road to sound health and happiness. Don't try to cure a headache. It's better to cure the thing that caused it. See, that's what I'm talking about with the anxiety. Don't try to cure the anxiety with pills. Look at what's causing the anxiety. If it's financial stress, then make more money. Make more money. Whatever you possess, material, mental, or spiritual, you must use it or lose it. You are a mind with a body. Since your brain controls your body, know that sound physical health is dependent upon a positive mental attitude. Establish sound, well-balanced health habits in work, play, rest, nourishment, and study, and develop and maintain positive thought habits. Remember, what your mind focuses upon, your mind brings into existence. If you think you're sick, you are. So a couple of thoughts here. We talked, I think it was yesterday, about vision. So I'm going to put a seed of greatness in your mind right now. Have a vision for how you want your body to be able to move in your 70s and 80s. I saw my mom over the weekend, and she was talking to me about her walking route. She takes the dog for a walk, and she was showing me how she does her route. And my mom's in her 80s, and I just thought that's so awesome that she can walk the dog in her 80s. I want to be like her. She's in great shape for being in her 80s. She's had her health issues just as she's gotten older, but she's done a really great job of taking care of her body. Like my age, I'm in my 50s. So she was taking care of her body in her 50s. So now she's in her 80s, and she's got a good body that still gets around. So I want you to spend 15 minutes today imagining how you want your body to be able to move in your 70s and 80s, and maybe even in your 90s. And if you have a vision to live past your 90s, then in your 100s. I can see right now to age 89. That's where I can go in my brain. So I'm thinking about what I want to be able to do with my body. So that says, Eric, do the sit-ups and the push-ups now. Eat properly now. Go to the doctor now. See the dentist now. Do the things that you need to do. And what I'm going to give you one last little idea. And I got two bonuses for you guys today. When I was younger, I'm like, I'm too busy making money for my health. That was my mindset. Now health is a priority for me. That's a core fundamental thought in my subconscious mind. Health is a priority for me. And what I learned is I can do both. I can work and still take care of my health. I don't have to choose. Some of you, maybe you're in your head choosing, oh, I got, now's my time to work. I'll deal with my health later. But here's the problem. If you don't take care of your health now, it's going to catch up with you. It's like your car. If you don't get the oil change and you don't do the maintenance on your car, what's going to happen to your car? Your car's going to break down. Some of you are taking better care of your car than your body. All right, so I got a bonus video for you from Napoleon Hill. I think it's 25 minutes. So I'm going to put that in the Zoom chat. If you got something out of class today, type the word yes in the chat. If you got something out of class today, type the word yes in the chat. Okay, I just put the video. Now, I actually, did you know I did a health course? Me, the sales expert, I did a health course. And I'm going to give it to you guys for free. So I'm going to put it in the chats. So it's in each of the chat. Well, it's in Zoom. Let me go put it in the See if I can find the Facebook chat. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, Facebook. It changed up on me, but I think I got it here. Okay, so there. All right, cool. The health course that I did is in the Facebook chat. And then I'm going to put the Napoleon Hill video in the Facebook. And I'm going to wrap with this last thought, and it's this. What is driving us in our behavior on a daily basis? There's a core set of ideas that I have, that you have, that drive us. I'm not good enough. If that's a thought in your head, that's a core thought that could be driving you. I don't deserve success. I'm not good at sales. I am good at sales. I'm not good at social media. I'm not good, or I am good. My health, I don't have time for my health. My health is a priority. All right. These are the thoughts you want to work with. Because if you have a core thought of I'm not good enough, and you flip that thought to I have greatness inside of me, and you operate from that place, your whole world will change. When I went from my health is not a priority to health is a priority, I don't have time for my health. That was a core thought. Health is a priority. And then my physical body changed from my thoughts. So we're talking about shifting you at a core place in your mind. So if that occurred for you today, like maybe you came to the realization, I don't want to numb my anxiety anymore, because that's actually a gift. The anxiety is a gift. I don't curse my anxiety when I feel it. I acknowledge it, and then I look to create change. I use it for motivation to make change. I don't want to numb it. There's nothing wrong with you if you have anxiety. It's called being a human being. We live in a pressure cooker, guys. We're living in a pressure cooker at times. All right, that's the message for today. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to live my dream. One more call. Every time I get to do a call like this, I get to live my dream. One more call, and I never take that for granted. I'm always grateful. So thanks for being here. It's going to wrap our call. Have a wonderful, successful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.